So let's continue. Where are we
All
at
right,
next?
so we're going to be talking about the 3 enemies to building wealth. Because if you want to win the money game, if you want to win the building wealth game, you got to know who the enemies are and how to defeat them, right? Taxes is your biggest expense. And it's really the biggest scam of all, in my opinion.
The biggest enemy of your wealth is taxes. Number one, you pay income tax, you pay this tax, that tax, sales tax. You go to spend the money to tax it, you earn the money to tax it. All kinds of stuff, all kinds of different taxes that you have to pay. Sometimes you don't even know you're paying a tax because it's built into the price to tell you. So understand that is the biggest enemy of your wealth. One of the biggest barriers you got to overcome. So whenever you're looking at what you're doing with your money, where to put your money, always be looking at what's the tax implication. Wealthy people always looking at beating the tax man.
The second enemy of your wealth it's inflation, you guys. It just means goods and services cost more and money is worth less.
So the name printing money, in a short way to say printing money, they call it quantitative easing. Quantitative easing is what they called it when they were printing a load of money, all right? They're printing a lot of money. When they print a lot of money, there's more of these to go around. When there's more of these, more dollars chasing fewer goods, the dollars themselves don't become worth as much because there's more of them going after the same number of goods. So the cost of goods and services ends up going up. So Eric Cornelius had a great question here. Death benefits on life insurance isn't taxed. No, they are not taxed. They are tax-free, tax-free. It's one, life insurance, let me tell you this. Life insurance is the biggest single benefit in the tax code. So inflation, right? Cost of goods and services going up. You know, that's why your money's got to earn a certain interest rate. The government tells us it's 3% per year. So your money's got to earn at least 3% per year. Now at the bank, it's not earning 3%. So that's a problem. It means your money in the bank every year loses value. So you got to figure out how to handle that. We'll talk about some of the things you can do as we go on. So why don't you hit him with the third enemy of your wealth?
The third enemy of your wealth is market risk. We're talking about stock market risk, okay? So stocks are shares of, you can buy small portions of companies and the prices go up and the prices go down. Okay, and the prices are based on supply and demand. But what causes the supply and demand? It's a little bit different than just say like real estate supply and demand, right? Yeah. That is where it can be very dangerous. Yeah. And we're going to talk about that.
Market risk, market manipulation. Look, we would tell people all the time that you didn't realize how much the market is manipulated. And because you don't see it happen.
Well,
now,
we did recently.
Here's a recent example. Here's a recent example around this.
Who has seen a recent example of market manipulation recently? Put it in the comments.
So a lot of people don't realize that a lot of this will keep very simple and in simple terms when I say some of this. So I don't want to get into a whole bunch of details on some of it. But people can bet that a stock is going to go up. And people can bet a stock is going to go down. Now, if I bet a stock is going to go down, what do I want to happen to that stock? I want it to go down because I would make money if that happens. If I got a lot of money betting that the market's going to go down, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on television and I'm going to say GameStop is going to fail. I'm going to say shit like that. I'm going to say GameStop's going to fail. GameStop's not going to make it. Blah, blah, blah. It's obsolete. Everything. Why? Because I'm betting that is going to go down. TIM stands for taxes, inflation, market losses, market risk, and they are the 3 biggest enemies of your wealth.
Tim is a jerk.
Tim is a jerk. Tim is a jerk. You got to defeat Tim if you want to keep going.